Does anybody else just feel like the time has been moving by so quickly lately? It feels like the days pass by so quick, and next thing you know, I'm already going back to the grocery store again, or it's already Saturday again, and I have to go instruct my class, like in today's video. I love to prop the door open in the morning, especially when it's cooler, because it's so nice to get that fresh air in, and then I start to make my coffee. I've really gotten into the flow of living in a camper, especially with all of my helpful amenities like my dishwasher, my coffee maker, my washer, my dryer. I know that if you're a regular on this channel, you already understand. Just having these basic things helps me living in a camper so much easier. Just because the space gets so dirty so quickly, these things are just so helpful. I remember not having a washer and dryer and how bad the laundry would overwhelm me. And now that I have a coffee maker, I don't have to go out and spend $6 on a latte every single day, which is ridiculous, mind you. And how could I forget my handy dandy ice maker? This thing has pulled through for the years that we've lived in this. I can't believe that we've lived in a camper for 2 years. I kind of like to sleep in, and it is Saturday today, so I kind of sleep in until I have to get ready and go for my class. My mornings can feel kind of rushed. I didn't even finish my coffee before I made myself a little energy drink to get ready and go to my class. Because if you don't know, I am a hot yoga sculpt instructor, so I instruct a class every single Saturday. I have 4 classes a week that I go to instruct, and I'm starting to really build this Saturday time slot. I'm super grateful for the ladies that come. They push really hard, and they're actually really fun to talk to before and after class. I make these ladies work so hard, and it's a room full of middle-aged moms coming to jam it out with me for an hour a week, and it's just so amazing. If you have any heated studios in your area, I definitely recommend attending. I just got done instructing my hour Saturday hot yoga sculpt, and I had a few people leave. This is the second time this week that I've had people just up and leave in the middle of class because it's just too intense for them. It's not like I want to water down who I am as an instructor to fit the needs of people that don't even want to be there. So if my class isn't for them, that is okay. I'm trying to continue to build the group of people that do love my classes. And I have people who love my classes, and that's who I do it for. But I just can't believe this is the second time this week I've just had people leave. But my classes have only been getting harder. And the owner was there today taking videos and stuff while everybody was struggling so hard. So yeah, I went to do a $47 Instacart order. And now Zane and I are gonna go get stuff to make ice cream sundae. I'm gonna be honest with you, I am a chronic overthinker. I got these ice cream sundaes to distract myself from the fact that this many people left my class this week. I was totally gonna make chicken enchiladas for dinner, but then I saw that the best egg rolls were buy one, get one free. And I'm definitely feeling a fatty night with egg rolls and ice cream sundae. Like, that is the vibe. I think it's just already hard enough to be a group fitness instructor when you're basically putting on a performance for a bunch of people and they're looking up to you to like spend an hour with them and help them have a great workout and move their body. And I am super passionate about what I do, so I put my all into every single class that I create. So when I have like a negative reaction, I take it personally. But honestly, like, I take a lot of things personally. That's one of my toxic like flaws. Like, it really isn't that deep for like the people who are attending, but for me, putting my whole heart and soul into a class and you don't like it, it feels like a personal attack, even though I know it's not. But that's what it feels like to me. And I know it's stuff that I just have to work through. And I've been instructing for like 4 years now, and I still haven't gotten over that. But shout out to the OG Steve, who always comments on my videos and has been around on my channel for pretty much since the beginning. He always tells me not to be too hard on myself. And you know what, Steve? I shouldn't be too hard on myself, but I'm probably the hardest critic on myself. And I think that's true for anybody. We are all our hardest critics. And it's really hard to move past that and judging yourself and feeling like everything you do is wrong or that things that you could do better. But in reality, we're just supposed to enjoy our lives. And these little minute details are not supposed to be that deep. What is important is your mental health, how you show up for other people, being a good person, and being genuine and authentic, and having fruitful relationships. And enjoying your life. Back to the enjoying your life part. Okay, this literally looks so good for being a meal with frozen egg rolls. Like, go off, okay. Good morning. I didn't film yesterday because I wasn't feeling like it. But we did go to the store and we had fun walking around with some coffee at the P-A-R-K. I can't say it out loud because if the kiddies hear that word, they'll be sad. I have to start getting ready for my class, which there are a lot of people signed up for Monday morning. Last Monday, I didn't have anybody come to my class. So then me and the owner were talking, well, what if we just change the time of the Monday class? But the week before we decide to change the Monday time, we have 4 people signed up. Or 5. There were 5 signed up. The good thing about nobody coming to my class last week was that I can just use the same class template and I didn't have to go and create a class yesterday. I am such like a perfectionist when it comes to my classes. And last week, I had multiple people leave my class less than halfway through. At both studios, too. And granted, it is just too hard for people, but you don't have to do everything when you come to these classes, which I guess I could be better about disclosing before I start the class, like. But I do, individually, I say that, but I went to this one girl's class yesterday, and she had a cue where she was like, push yourself, but also listen to your body. And I think that's a great cue. But I could tell how hard the class was on Saturday with how much Zane was sweating. Plus, the owner of the studio was there on Saturday and she was filming some for the class because the class is a new class at that gym, pretty much. And I don't know, those ladies could have just not liked being filmed, which is valid. I can't lie, that's valid. But they did pay like $22 for a class. And when people pay top dollar for a class, I'm giving them a class. I'm giving them what they pay for. But also, one thing Zane said about the people leaving my class was that it's a true test. It's a true test to be detached. Because I can overthink really hard. And them leaving and the filming going on did kind of kill my flow. And there were a few moments I messed up, but they were the moments that nobody would recognize that I messed up because they don't know how the class was supposed to be laid out. But it wasn't as flowy as I wanted it to be, and that's fine. Last week, I made such good money on Instacart. I averaged $35 an hour, and I made like $628 in less than like 20 hours of work. I ended the week off so nicely because I got a $91 order popped up on my screen right as I was getting home from church, and I was like, God did. Because I didn't work out all yesterday and I thought, oh, maybe I'll make like 20 bucks, maybe 40. And then a $91 order popped up and it was a bunch of heavy drink cases and stuff for people working at the fair. So it only took me an hour and some of the tip did go down because I had a couple replacements and a couple items out of stock. But overall, I made $85 in that 1 hour yesterday. And I was like, this is ending the week off so strong. I've been way too lazy to record like all day. This might be a lazy video. I went out after my class and I did a couple Instacart orders. I'm at $75 for the day. So I'm eating a little snack, a little 5 p.m. snacky snack. I let the kitties outside. Zane's working on the water heater, and I'm at $125 for the day. And I also filled up my tank to see how much gas I've used today to make that much money. $8.25. That's like nothing for how much that I drove today. I even did a $50 order that took me 22 miles out and 22 miles back. And I've only used $8.25 in gas today. Going out like 5 times. That's crazy. I took a $10 order because it's gonna take me right back around to the road that I get back to the RV park on. And those are my favorite orders to take because it basically takes me back home. And I don't have to drive all the way back home from some faraway distance. $10 isn't ideal, but it's only like 8 items, and most of them are like little cold drinks in the cold case. And I'm having fun. Like, I can't lie. Like, even if it's just a little bit of money. I literally don't have anything else to do except make dinner, and I'm pretty full from my cottage cheese and cantaloupe snack, so I'm not really ready to eat yet. I got in and out with that order in less than 10 minutes. It would have taken me even less time than that. I should have just been able to zoom through 8 items, but I had to dig for this coffee. And I always think it's funny when I have an issue because the issue is like never that deep. And I learned that working at grocery stores, like people would be complaining over stuff that did not matter in the slightest. But yeah, I found the coffee, everything's fine. For dinner, we got steak with the grill going, broccoli, and I got mashed potatoes going. The steak is a little overdone, but it's fine. I think that it'll still be really good. Anyways, I had a lot of fun talking to you guys about my work-life balance with being a group fitness instructor and an Instacart shopper. That is what I do to make my money, and I have zero complaints because my life is honestly super fun right now. I don't have a schedule. I get to work on my own time besides my 4 classes a week, which is literally 4 hours. And it's my passion. The group fitness is the passion part. The Instacart is the money part. And I am super grateful for where I'm at in life. Anyways, thank you, friend, for sticking till the end. And I'll see you next time.